The third skills area in the ACES system is creativity. That means being an inventor. And some people are really, really good at this, constantly coming up with new ideas, fresh things, innovations, intelligent thinking. Now, if you scored yourself low on those types of attributes, then there are plenty of things in the learning materials to help stimulate you to increase your creativity skills. So here are 3 examples. The first is called the Creativity and Commerce Crossroads. And what happens here is that we're highlighting the fact that in many cases where people are generating ideas, they don't take into account any of the commercial components from the beginning. In other words, they come up with all sorts of fanciful ideas which may not be viable at all and therefore should probably be excluded from the off. And the way to make this work successfully from the beginning is to make sure that the finance people are in the room when people start generating ideas. And when you combine those two, have a crossroads, if you like, of those two things, creativity and commercial understanding, then you're far more likely to reach a really good practical result as well as creative. The second thing that we recommend is a little technique called 3 good, 3 bad. And this is designed to make sure that nobody's pretending that there's not some very tricky bad stuff that needs to be dealt with when it comes to a creative idea to solve the issue. And quite simply put, you ask everybody to write down the 3 best things about the product or the brief, and then the 3 worst things. And when you review those 2 things, it means that you flush out all the bad stuff at the beginning and you know candidly what you're dealing with, rather than just going off with a bunch of fanciful ideas. And the third thought is something called category stealing. Terribly simple. You look to a category that is not the one that you're working on and ask, how would they solve this problem? So, for example, if you're working on an automotive problem, then you might look to the banking category or to telecoms or something like that and say, well, how would they do this? So these are just 3 examples of the 80 possible techniques that you can use that are in the Smart Performance book.